Hello everyone. It's Melanie from Mel's Inky Fingers. Happy Friday. We are having a thunderstorm here, so I'm hoping that I don't have any trouble with reception with the internet. So hello and welcome. Happy Friday. I'm glad you're here today. I have new things to share with you from the annual catalog. I'm so excited. And I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but I have a fair amount of new goodies to share with you. So as you may be aware, I was recently at the Stampin' Up convention in Raleigh, North Carolina, and demonstrators who attended convention were able to order some of the items from the catalog a little early. So I waited what felt like a really long time for my catalog, but it finally came. My box of pre-ordered products from the catalog, and it finally came. So I took a little bit of time to make a few things so that I could actually share some of these goodies with you. So I'm going to give everyone a couple minutes to find me because I jumped on a little later than I said I was going to because I was carried away. I had not allowed myself to dig into this box. And so I dug into it this morning and I was like, ooh, and making a few things for you. So I hope you like what I have to share. When you jump on, say hello, let me know you're here. And if you need a new annual catalog and don't have a demonstrator, if you live in the United States and need a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. Let me know. I'll be happy to send you a new catalog if you would like to shop. So hello everyone, welcome. I'm glad you're here. When you jump on, say hello. I have lots of new things to share with you today, including the new in colors. So this is the new catalog. This is giving you a little sneak peek of some of the new colors, but this catalog doesn't start until May. Hi Julie, welcome. Lots of sneak peeks today. So I am very excited to share new things with you today. Now, I do still have to jump on and share all the things that I received at Onstage from you. So while I was there, I hosted my Crafter Math event, which I did last year as well. And I hosted Crafter Math 2 this year. And my friend Wendy Lee joined me this year. And I had received so many amazing little gifts and thoughtful things that people shared with me while I was there. I actually had to ship a box home from North Carolina, and the box is traveling all over except making it to me in Northwest Ohio. I still have not received it. It's been en route to me 11 or 12 days. It also includes Crafter Math kits. We had some people that at the last minute couldn't make it for whatever reason. They got sick. We had someone get injured. It was an adventure. And so I had to ship those kits back to myself. So if you're waiting for your Crafter Math kit, I'm so sorry. It's on its way to me, but it has not made it. So I do want to jump on and share all my onstage things with you until I get that box, because there are a lot of things in there that I do want to share with you. So let's jump in. So I have several things to show you from the upcoming May 2025 to April 26 annual catalog. And I also have some things to share with you from our online exclusives. And we are going to take a deep look at a couple of the suites, as well as some of the new stamp sets, and for sure, the in colors. So let's get started with the suites from the annual catalog. So we have, there's 5 suites from the annual catalog. Not all of them were available, but please keep in mind that right now, demonstrators are able to order items from the new catalog. And if you would like to get your hands on these, you can join my team and get some of these things free in your starter kit right now. I know it's such a great way to get items is by becoming a member of my Stampin' Up community. And you can get early access to these things. So this is part of the Florals in Bloom suite. So I don't have every part of this suite because not everything was available, but I do have some of the things. So this stamp set, the Pretty Florals stamp set, hi Joan, welcome. This was part of what we call Prize Patrol, and I actually won this as my Prize Patrol, and I was so excited because I love this. It's so pretty. So I was able to get the coordinating dies, and these dies are amazing. I didn't cut out some of these detailed dies, but they die cut and put intricate markings on your dies, and so many of them coordinate with the beautiful paper. So let's take a look at the paper. So the papers are all florals. There are several parts of the papers that you can die cut with dies, and we'll pull those dies out and take a look. So you have these beautiful, if you know any of the names of these flowers, let me know. So I'm not sure what these are called, but they're really pretty. So these, I believe, can be die cut. Nope. Yes, maybe with the dies, maybe not. Those are really pretty, beautiful colors. And I will be offering product shares. So if you love getting product shares, that information will be coming. Look at the beautiful colors in the back. And you will get a good look at the in colors here when we're done. Maybe I should have showed those to you first, but I dove right in. So yes, Joan says this is first on her list. It's so pretty. So you can see lots of these dies I think are going to work on the paper. So I think this will cut out. It looked like they were going to cut out, but maybe this one, oh yes, here we go. So, no, I thought maybe it did, but no, it cuts off the stamp. Maybe it's this one. I thought maybe these cut out bits of the paper, but I guess they don't. This looks like it might. Let's see. Oh yeah, that cuts out from the paper. So I know some of these have to. I think you may just have to play and find out which ones they match up with. But there are open dies to cut out your stamped images. And then you have accent dies that you can mix and match with your stamped images to create beautiful projects. And I actually made a project to share with you. But let me show you the rest of this suite. So this suite also has beautiful, let me show you the back again. This suite also has amazing embellishments, and these are called the 2025 to 2027 in color flat pearls. They're a little iridescent, super pretty. There's the Secret Sea color up underneath here. So very pretty. So, and there's a second bundle that I don't have that also coordinates with this. So this suite has 2 Stampin' Die bundles, and then it has the pearls and the beautiful paper. And here is a project that I made using these. Isn't that beautiful? So this is really easy. I just die cut the background with the friendship. Oh, I forget what this die is called. It's part of the online exclusive. I featured it last week as well. And then I just cut some strips of paper and then stamped and die cut the images. Now this hello is from a new bundle, and we'll talk in depth about this, but it's called More Messages. And I'm going to show you all that does here when we get to that. But that was a fun project to make, and it really shows off the beautiful papers. So love this bundle. All right. So the next bundle that I wanted to show you that is from the annual catalog is called Turtly Cute. We had the opportunity to create projects with this at On Stage. So Stampin' Up! Offered a stamp event on one of the evenings, and you were able to choose a bundle and get early access, and then you created projects with it. And this was one of the bundles. So this Turtly Cute bundle, or suite, I'm sorry, has designer series paper. It has a stamp and die bundle, an embossing folder, ribbon, and the most amazing embellishments. And the paper is absolutely adorable. You have this little turtle, and I'm pretty sure he cuts out with one of the dies. And then you have just little turtles doing all kinds of things. So here's a little nature turtle watering a garden, harvesting honey, birding, so cute. Here's a little beach turtle at the spa with an umbrella drink and a towel on its head. How cute is that? Grilling, beach balls, and little beach accessories. This page is just great for background pieces that you can cut and use as either backgrounds on your projects, or if you're scrapbooking. Here's an adorable little music turtle, banjo, trumpet, drum, accordion, very cute. And then a cute little birthday chef, the little glasses. And then on the back side, you have all these really amazing prints. So you have a couple that look like turtle shells, really neat. And this could be used for anything, really. It doesn't even specifically look like turtle. You have music notes to coordinate with the music turtles, and then these fun dots and stripes that could really go with anything. So super fun paper. I don't have the stamp and die bundle to show you, but I have the embossing folder, and this is called Turtle Textures. So here it is in garden green, which would match the paper if you wanted to use it like it looks like a turtle. But this I did in a neutral color from our basics, and super cool that you can mix and match with anything, just sentiments. It would make great kids cards, sentiment cards. It would blend really good with like landscape and nature sets. Some of the turtles are absolutely adorable, Joan. I agree. They are super, super cute. And here's the ribbon. This ribbon is beautiful. It's called Shaded Spruce and Soft Seafoam. It's satin. It's so smooth and soft. And look at the beautiful bows that it makes. Then this would be beautiful on a present. Look at how nice it ties. I mean, just effortless, beautiful bows. There's the soft seafoam side. So super pretty. And then look at these embellishments. They are so cool. I'm going to open them up. They're called Shades of Green Hexagons. They are amazing. So they have a lot of dimension to them. And hopefully you can see, maybe it's better leaving them on the white background. Hopefully you can see all the cool colors. And let me turn them on their side. They have a little dimension to them, but not a ton. So really, really pretty. I can't wait to use these. I have not jumped in and created anything with this suite yet, but I'm really looking forward to using these accessories. So that's Turtly Cute. So lots of fun things to coordinate with that. So again, if you would like a little bit of all these things that I'm showing you, I will be doing my product share. Information will roll out towards the beginning of April, and you'll be able to get a little bit of all these consumable things that I am sharing with you today. So the papers, ribbons, embellishments, all that will be included. All right. So next up are two suites that are going to be launching from our online exclusive line. And the first one is called Impressions of Bloom. It has a beautiful stamp set with really neat dies. And I love these ovals. I'm going to show you those a little bit. And here, this stamp set, I haven't stamped with it yet. So this is the bundle that I chose to do my crafting night, except I wasn't able to stay because I was trying to finish things up for my Crafter Math event. So I went and collected my things and visited for a short bit and then went back and got back to work. So I still have to make my projects that were offered with this. But I love this style of the stamp. It's two-step stamping, so you can use make multicolored images. It's kind of a fresh, fun flower. I really like that. Really nice sentiments with the fonts. And then the dies, you have both open dies to cut out your stamped images, and you have dies that you can layer to make really cool, intricate, and layered projects. This is really, really cute. Now, let me show you these big ovals. So I die cut, I don't know if you really call them ovals, honestly. They're kind of like a combination of a rectangle and an oval. But it's the coolest shape ever. It's like a large version of our modern oval punch. So these dies, you have one that cuts out your shape like this, and you have one that cuts out both the shape and the border. And what I love about this is that you can mix and match, and you can make different colored combinations. Hi, Chris, welcome. I'm glad you're here. It was fun seeing you last, 2 weeks ago now. They are like squovels. They're awesome. But these are really neat because you can mix and match and put really cool borders on this shape to add to your project. Or you could cut openings and then put a beautiful frame around the opening. So lots that you can do with these. And I wanted to show you how that die cuts, because it can be really hard to know when you're looking at the picture and to see some of these subtle detail things that are on our dies. So isn't that cool? That goes just like that. So this is the Impressions of Bloom suite, and I have to make my projects that were provided for us. Now this suite has a lot to offer. So let's look at the Designer Series paper. So the Designer Series paper is full of these beautiful floral prints in bright, fun spring colors. I love the sunflowers. Beautiful ferns with some little, and I don't know the names of a lot of these flowers, so if you know them, please share them. And this also had a piece on the end that went into purple and blue. I cut it off because I did some other project with it. And look at the backs. The backs are just amazing for layering and building. I call these like blender patterns. Really pretty. So let me share the colors with you. So these are Crush Curry, Darling Duckling, which is one of our new in colors, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Pecan Pie, Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, and Strawberry Slush. So lots of colors and some of the new in colors mixed with some of our classics. So the paper is really pretty. Then we have, actually, let me leave this here so that you can continue to admire it as I pull out some of the other things that coordinate with it. Maybe I'll bring it to the back so that it makes it a little easier to see some of the other things I bring in. All right, then we have the most amazing Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. So if you are a fan of the gold foil gems, you're going to like these. They're very similar. Oh, yes, I agree, Joan. The yellow, the big flowers look like sunflowers and then little daisies. Yeah. Oh, Chris loves this paper. It is so pretty. So here we have Strawberry Slush, Pretty in Pink, and then some clear. And you know how I feel about anything clear and white in terms of coloring with my Stampin' Blends. It is the best. So these are beautiful embellishments. Then we have an embossing folder that's gorgeous. This is called the Pressed Flowers Embossing Folder. And I embossed a piece of wild wheat, and it really shows the beautiful detail. Hopefully That's picking up. They are pretty, aren't they, Julie? But isn't this beautiful? So pretty. I love this embossing folder. Again, this is called the Pressed Flowers embossing folder. And then we have the foiled frames and labels ephemera pack. So my friends at Crafter Math taught me how to say ephemera. I struggled all night long. I couldn't get it the whole time I was there, but now it has finally stuck. So thank you to all my friends at Crafter Math who kept helping me pronounce that. All right, so we have, it looks like 2 sheets, each of 3 different, look how gorgeous these are. So pretty for creating layers. This is like a cathedral window, so pretty. Nice big layers, and these have frames that go around them as well. So you might just want, let me punch this out so you can see. These are beautiful. Okay, so you have these nice big layers, but then you also have frames. So if you wanted to pair this with something that wasn't white, look at the gold pieces. Let me give you something to see this with. Look at that. So you have frames to pair with other things, or you have your white ephemera with the gold foiled borders. These are gorgeous. And you get 2 sheets of each. And again, this is part of the Impressions of Blooms suite. This is going to be an online exclusive, so you will only be able to find this in my online store. Okay, so let me get this tucked in here. Maybe, maybe not. I may have to come back to it later so that we can keep moving along. Okay, so Impressions of Bloom. And then I have one other suite to share with you. It is also an online exclusive suite. It's super, super fun. It's called Celebratory Sips. It has a lot of items in the suite, but look at this stamp set. Is that not adorable? How cute is this? You have a couple glasses and all kinds of little fun things that you can add to the drinks, little rosemary sprigs, and you can put the little olive on the stick. And lots of open dies to cut out these really cute shapes so that you can build a cute little beverage. It has paper. If this isn't the cutest ever, oh my gosh. Beautiful flowers. Look at this. That's our new in color called Cloud Cover, which kind of describes Northwest Ohio right now. You have lots of glasses. All the fun little things that you can put on the edge of a drink. And this beautiful, cute little flower. And then wait till you see the back. Ready? Oh, look at these. Is this not awesome? Love this paper. Love, love, love the paper. So great paper. Then it has gorgeous ribbon. Look at this ribbon. This is called the gold striped ribbon. Come on, there it is. So pretty. Just shimmery enough. And then the holographic resin dots. Oh, look at this all together. It's amazing. And then because that's not enough, then we also have the Glass and Gardens embossing folders. So these are smaller, designed to fit in our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And here is what they look like. And these are embossed in our new Cloud Cover in color. Isn't that pretty? And I have a project to share with you. So let me pick this up. I want to show you a close-up of this side. Look at how amazing is that? So these, let me show you how good Stampin' Up! Is at designing coordination with their products. So you can take these dies and you have your 2 cups that fit. You can die cut drinks for big cups or little cups. Look at that. Is that not the best? They are so good at coordinating everything for us. And if you just want to create a glass with some texture on it, you can do that too with this cool background texture die. So that is the paper. And look at this cute project. Isn't that cute? On the inside. Cheers to you. Let's celebrate. So this is our new Secret Sea Cloud Cover and Strawberry Slush, which is a returning in color from the past. And this is Timid Tiger. So I have 4 new in colors on this project. Cheers to you. So super fun. And again, this is an online exclusive, but it's available for demonstrators to pre-order right now. So if you're loving what you're seeing and would love to get your hands on these things, you can join my Stampin' Up! Community, my team, and you can add these things to your starter kit and get $125 of products for only $99 plus the tax. You don't have to pay shipping on it. Okay, so those are the 4 sweets. Now, let me show you some. Oh, sorry, I have one more sweet. Oh, sorry. And this one is from the catalog. Sorry about that. This is called Beautiful Gallery. This is gorgeous. I didn't even get a chance to dive into this yet. So we are going to explore this one all together. So this is what I would call a mega suite. It's got 2 Stampin' Die bundles and paper. So let's take a peek at the Gallery Blooms dies and stamps first. So these dies, this die set is huge. Look at, oh, I wish I had some paper to cut this out. You know what? I'm going to cut this out so I can show you. Let me see if this fits in my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Ooh, it might. I'm going to try it because I want you to see how cool this die is. This die cuts so many pieces in one pass. It's awesome. I don't know that I'm going to be able to make it work in my little mini. I think my little mini is too mini. I'm going to try though. So I'm going to try cutting this out with, I have a pack of the Secret Sea cardstock sitting here. So let me pull a piece out and share with you. I forgot about this super cool die in here. All right, so let me... Okay, let's see if I can make this happen. I think I'm going to have to do this in 2 passes. Oh, my, I cut my paper too wide. Okay. Do you love impromptu-ness? All right, let's see if I can make this work. Come on, little die cutting machine. Let's see if I can fit this through here. Oh, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to make it work. It's just a little bit too wide. That's kind of a bummer because I don't have my big machine here to use. Oh, hold on. almost. Oh, not really. Not really. Well, you've got one piece, two pieces. This die cuts 3 things at once, and it looks like, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it work, but close. So this, it imprinted it a little bit, so I'll show you the imprinted part, even though you won't get the full effect. So this die cuts 3 pieces at once, and this outer piece is super cool. You can see a little bit of it here because it adds in frame detail. So it cuts out this piece here with a middle-sized frame, and it adds beautiful edge detailing. And then on the large piece, it cuts it out like a big frame and adds corner detailing, which you might be able to see on the die. Isn't that cool? It's so cool. So with one pass, you get all 3 of these pieces. So you get so many little things to work with to make creating easy. So this is a really big die set. You get all these dies. So you get the open dies to cut out everything that you can stamp. So there's 5 stamped images in this bundle. So you get 5 open dies. And then you get some accent dies that allow you the opportunity to add layered effects with all of your stamped pieces. So it makes creating really easy once you start layering those up. So this is one bundle called Gallery Blooms. Then this suite has a second stamp set called Beautiful Motifs. And these are also really cool because they don't cut all the way through. I'm going to show you some of what this does. So let me cut a piece of cardstock that I know is going to fit through my machine, because these I can use my little mini for. And I'm going to share with you this second die set. So this set has 5 accent dies that coordinate with both this Beautiful Motif stamp set and the Gallery Blooms bundle. And then it has beautiful sentiments and a couple of accent stamps that go with it. So I'm going to first die cut this fern because I absolutely love this die. So let me show you how this one looks. And then I'm going to show you how cool those other dies are and how they create accent pieces with unique characteristics. So here is this beautiful fern piece. So I just love the detail on this. Isn't that pretty? Love that. And now let me take this piece and show you what it does. Actually, I can do 2 of these on here because they fit. So let's just do 2. I'm putting them through anyway, right? So let's put these in here. Hopefully you don't mind me sharing this with you as we go for this suite, because I think it deserves to be shared. All right, so again, this is the Beautiful Motifs stamp and die bundle. So here are some of the other dies in this set. And so they don't cut all the way out. They cut out layered effects like this so that you can add these incredible little accents to your projects Isn't that beautiful? What do you think of that? Can you see how cool these leaves are? How you can kind of pop them up like that? I love these. I think they're so clever. You can put these in the background and then layer some of the other pieces on top, including things like this. And look at the dimension you can build. They're so beautiful. I think that this bundle is going to be absolutely amazing for creating gorgeous, scrapbook pages for our old family photos, or to give a really classic, unique look to newer photos, beautiful home decor projects, and just super elegant cards. So I hope that seeing this beautiful motif set kind of helps make it easier to see compared to looking at it in the catalog. So here are the two stamp and die bundles. Then you have a gorgeous pack of paper, and this is 6x6, so really classic. I'm just going to pull some of these out. There's 12 patterns, but you can see they're beautiful, classic kind of tapestry, lots of colors to work with. That I just absolutely love. I think that's going to make the most amazing scrapbook element. But isn't this pretty? So pretty with the blues. So you get an idea of what this paper looks like. And the colors in here: basic beige, black, basic gray, calypso coral, cloud cover, crumb cake, espresso, gray granite, Lost Lagoon, mossy meadow, peach pie, pecan pie, secret sea are new in color, and smoky slate. So really, really pretty. Then we have this beautiful basic beige ribbon. It's so smooth and soft, and it ties gorgeous bows. You know, I always have to test it out. So really nice bows. And then a really pretty metallic embellishment. And these are called pressed flower motifs. So let me take these out and share them with you. Aren't they pretty? Hopefully you can see the detailing on these. So those I think are going to get used a ton. And then a really pretty embossing folder. So this is called the Damask Designs. Oh, I embossed it and then I forgot to grab it to show you. Oh, it must be sitting in on my desk. So this is called the Damask Designs embossing folder. It's really, really pretty. I could actually emboss a little. No, I can't fit this through my little machine. So this is called, again, the Beautiful Gallery Suite. So lots of neat stuff going to be coming with this one. All right. Especially these little frames. I love those frames. All right. So now I just have some extra things to show you, bundles and such. So one of my favorite bundles in the catalog is called More Messages. And we have had sentiment sets like this in the past. I always used them a ton. I love the updated, fresh look of the shapes. So I wanted to show you how this works. So the way this works, you have one large stamp. So you can put this down on a smooth surface or on the really big block and stamp it. You could also just cut it apart, cut it into multiple sentiments if you want. You can always put it back together if you would like. Hi, Patty, how are you? Thanks for joining. Now, when you stamp this, it looks like this. So you get all these really great sentiments. Hi there, miss you, always here for you, forever friends, happy birthday. You're simply incredible. I like this little hello. And this little hello was what I used on this project that I made with the florals suite. Here's that cute little hello. And then you can take your die and it lines up perfectly, and you can die cut all these at once. So it goes like this. It lines up really easy. And with one pass, you die cut all of these at once. So you can have a little packet. I would take a little clear envelope and just make lots of different colors, and you can put them in there and set it aside so that you always have sentiments ready to go. So let's take a look. So if you just die cut the shapes, this is what they look like. So you have lots of fun shapes. You could also use these for layering and making cool geometric backgrounds. That's always really fun. But I love the size of these. They're just super, super useful. So you have some banners, you have some of these cool little oval shapes. All right, so that's what you get if you just run the die through your die cutting machine. And this is Pebbled Path. This is one of our outgoing in colors. So, and it matches, look, Pebbled Path. If you have ink pads and need your ink refills, I highly recommend you don't waste any time and jump on into my online store and get those ordered, okay? Before they sell out. The in colors are always the first things to go. Now, if you stamp your stamp and then run it through the die cutting machine, this is what you get. So this is stamped in Strawberry Slush, one of our new in colors, but this is actually a returning color. We used to have this. It was very popular. But you get all these. Look how awesome these are. Are these not so fun? I love these. Look at how fun is all of this. So this is simply stamping once and one pass through the die cutting machine, and look at, you get all of this. How cool is that with this More Messages bundle? Now this I wanted to share with you. This is stamped in Versamark and heat embossed with white, so you can see how cool they look when you do a light on dark. So really, really versatile, great shapes, fresh look. I love the fonts. This is going to get used a ton. So again, this is called the More Messages bundle. So that's this one. More Messages. This is, I believe this is from the annual catalog and not an online exclusive. Let me just double check. Oh, no, it is an online exclusive. Since everything is releasing at once, it's hard to separate them. So this is going to be in my online store. It is so handy, isn't it, Patty? I mean, you could stamp these in 3 or 4 colors, stamp it 3 or 4 times. It fits on, half a sheet of paper. Die cut it, put them in a little clear envelope, and just keep it on your work surface, and you will always have a sentiment to use, always. So I love this. Love, love, love it. All right. So next is this adorable Poppin' By. I think this is just the cutest. No one's butter than you. Oh my gosh, so cute. The little faces on the popcorn, love this, and the little movie clip. Poppin' By. Then we have the notes and totes, and I should have made a little tote to show you. I didn't get a chance to. So this makes adorable little beach tote bags. It's so cute that you can put little goodies or treats in, or you can just take the bag and put it on a card front and make cute little beach themed cards. There's all the little things to tuck in there, like your water bottle, your sunscreen and sanitizer, a little tag. You can add a pocket. You can make a little fence to go with it. Just so cute. And then look at how cute this stamp set is. This was one of my absolute favorites that was featured at On Stage. Look at the little glasses, little shades. You can add handles and detailing. So just super, super cute. So can't wait to play with that. So those are the bundles. Then those are the Stampin' Die bundles. Sorry. Then I have one, I'm almost done already. Then I'm going to dive into the ink colors. Then I have one little stamp and punch bundle. How sweet is this? It's called Sweet Jar, and you can fill it with all kinds of cute things. Isn't this cute? And look at the cute little sentiments. And here is what it looks like when you punch it. I know the punches can be a little hard to see. They can be a little hard to see, but there's what it looks like. This is what it punches out. And you can see all these little things just fit right down inside. So jelly beans, hearts, some clovers, birthday candles, and then you could stamp this cute little jar on there if you wanted to and punch it out. You could stamp the cute little lid on there if you want to and punch it out. So Sweet Jar, so fun, so fun. Okay, then just a few miscellaneous things. So a couple of stamp sets. I love this one, Blooming Phrases. These are always really fun when you have the tails coming off with a few little flower accessory stamps. This I love. This was a gift. I was given this at On Stage. Oh, Joan still has the old jar set. Oh, I wonder which one that is. That was a while ago, I think, right? So isn't this cute? I love the way it's stamped. So I stamped so that you could see how cute the detailing is on this. How cute is that? And then you can add, you've got to, you, and of, so that you can kind of make your own sentiments. So you can do thinking of you, thank you, happy birthday to you, love you, thinking of you. So you can mix and match and make it really fun. Now this is Secret Sea stamped on Bubble Bath. Then a couple of die sets. So the first one, this one is amazing. This is for creating layers. Look at how beautiful the detail on there. And I wanted you to see how they look die cut. So these are called sentimental framing dies. So this one, when you cut it, gives you this piece that you can do in different colors to make a layer in there if you want, or you could use it as a standalone layer. Then you have this one, which does the same. You have this, and it also cuts that. Then you have these that are just beautiful. You can stamp on or layer them. And this is done in Gorgeous Grape. And then a cute little square. And then there's a beautiful border piece. Hopefully you can see how pretty that is. You could stamp that on a border. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. So again, these are called the sentimental framing dies. And these are part of, let me tell you, they're online exclusive or not. Yes, they are online exclusive. So these are going to be in my online store. Okay. Super fun. Super fun. And then the last die set I want to share with you is called Paper Tags. Really cute. So I die cut the 2 large tags, and a fun little extra, you get these adorable little hearts. Oh, did I lose one? Yep, I did. Adorable little hearts, and they layer. It's hard to get them, but they do layer. It's hard to see because they're the same color and they're dark. Then you get these two little pieces. These are cute. They do look like little doggy bones to me. I have to agree, they do. And then you have this cute little piece that you can put, I guess it goes on this one. It's made like a little banner so that you can put it on like that. Isn't that cute? Fits right on there. Love this. So I thought this was just a really cute set. Love that. Paper tags. There's also a stamp set that coordinates with this. I just have the dies right now. And then I had to get these little shaker bits. These are called loose shaker elements. They're gorgeous. Look at this. So you have little stars and circles in there. Hopefully you can see the little stars and circles that are down in here. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up. And then you have some little, these are like little tubular pieces that are so cute. And they squish down, but they're really, really cute. They're like little mini straws. So these will be really fun to add to projects. There's also a really cute stamp set that this coordinates with, where you can put these in the belly of a little piggy. All right, so now all I have left is one specialty paper, and then I want to dive into the in colors with you and give you an in-depth look at the in colors. But this paper is called the Floral Garden Foils. This is going to be in the annual catalog and will be part of my paper share that I will be offering for reservations starting in April. So you get 3 colors and they're all patterned. So you get this color, which I think is Strawberry Slush. No, yes, Strawberry Slush. Then you get this color, which is Pretty in Pink. And then you get this color, which is Cloud Cover. And each one comes in 2 patterns. Whew, that's bright. Sorry, so you have this pattern. Let's see if the camera will pick that up. I think it is. So you have this pattern and then this floral pattern. So isn't that pretty? So again, this is the Flower Garden Foils. And it's 12 by 12, as you can see. You get 2 sheets of each. So the pack comes with six pieces, 2 each of 3 different colors. All right. So now let me share the new in colors with you. Super exciting. So here are our 5 new in colors. We have Timid Tiger, which is a neat orange. We have Strawberry Slush, a returning pink. We have Cloud Cover, which is an amazing bluish gray. Darling Duckling, a really pretty gold. It tends to go a little green. And then Secret Sea, which I would call this like a smoky navy. So let's take a close look at how they compare with what we have. And I'm going to get a little chart here. I set it where I couldn't reach it. So here is a look. Whoops. Where's the right one? There we go. Here is a look at all of them so that you can see the paper. Here's the cardstock. You can see it, what it looks like stamped, and you can see the marker. Now, the Cloud Cover ink may or may not be available right away when the catalog launches. We'll have to wait and see. They had a little bit of color shifting with it, so they're working on getting it corrected before they launch. So I wasn't able to stamp in that, but you can see how the marker looks. The marker looks great. All right, so now I wanted to share with you how the colors compare to the things that we have in our current color line. So let's look at Strawberry Slush first. So here's Strawberry Slush. This is what the paper looks like. And I wanted to show you what it looks like with Flirty Flamingo. So Flirty Flamingo is a lot lighter and more, has a little more coral in it. Here is Berry Burst. Again, you can see this is much more purple as you would expect. And here is Melon Mambo. So I believe they are Joan, but I honestly don't know. Let me double check. Yes, there will be blends in the new colors, all 5 of them. So that's exciting. So isn't this pretty? So here is your color comparison. So here is the Strawberry Slush. And here you have Flirty Flamingo, Berry Burst, and Melon Mambo. So you can see how pretty that is. All right. So now let's take a peek at Cloud Cover. So here is the Cloud Cover. It's a beautiful blue-gray, so pretty. Love this. So here it is with Smoky Slate. You can see it's much more blue. Here it is with Balmy Blue. So it's much more gray than Balmy Blue. Okay. I want to pull my colors up here. And here it is with Misty Moonlight. No, that's Boho Blue. I'm sorry, I must have grabbed Boho Blue instead of Misty. And Boho Blue, this is going to be retiring. But you can see how it looks compared to Boho Blue. And then here it is with Pool Party. So you can see the color comparison there. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. So, so pretty. Now let's take a peek at Secret Sea. So Secret Sea is a really dark color, and I want to leave these colors here and bring Secret Sea in so you can see how it compares. I'll put the Secret Sea here so that you can see, because it is so amazing. Look at it with this cloud cover. So beautiful together. And now you can see how it is with these other colors as well. So here's Smoky Slate, Balmy Blue, Boho Blue, Pool Party. Okay, so let's set these aside and do our color comparison with Secret Sea. And now you can see how it looks with black. Hi, Melissa, welcome. So here it is with black. You can see it does, you can see the navy coming out with the black. But now look when you put navy with it. Isn't that the coolest color? And I have been loving stamping with it in place of black. It's just a little softer, but it's still nice and dark and prominent. So I think this is going to be one of my absolute favorites. So love that. Secret Sea. All right. So now let's take a look at Timid Tiger. So Timid Tiger is this kind of like a soft orange. I really, really like it. So here's what it looks like by itself. And now you're probably asking how it looks with pumpkin pie. You can see pumpkin pie has a lot more yellow. Hi, Tammy. If Misty Moonlight and Night of Davy had a baby, I think it would be if Black and Navy had a baby. I love it. It's my favorite. So here's the pumpkin pie. Here's Timid Tiger. So you can see it's a lot softer. And then you ask yourself, well, what does it look like with Calypso Coral? Because it kind of looks that way, right? So here's Calypso Coral with it. So isn't that interesting? When you put the colors together, how it changes, right? So pumpkin pie, Calypso Coral, and then here is peach pie. So you can see how much lighter it is from peach pie. It's so pretty. Really, really pretty. And I used it on the little drink card for the little pieces of fruit. Yeah, I think Tangerine Tango was a lot darker, but you're right. It does kind of go along those lines. Really pretty. All right. And then last but not least, let's take a look at Darling Duckling. So a Darling Duckling is a really good yellow that has a little hint of green to it. So I think it's going to work really, really well with blues and greens. And look at how it looks with Secret Sea. Isn't that a beautiful pairing? Look how it looks with Night of Navy. It's a really, really good pairing. So now let's compare it to what we have right now. So here's crushed curry. And look how much more gold is in the crushed curry. So it's softer than the curry. Here's Daffodil Delight. Now up against the daffodil, you can see the green coming out a little bit. I don't know if that's being picked up by the camera. And then my favorite yellow, whoops, my corner's all bent. Let's do this. My favorite yellow is Lemon Lolly, and look how it looks with Lemon Lolly. Isn't that pretty? So the colors are funny because every year I look at them and I'm like, oh, this is just like such and such a color. And then when you start putting them together, you can see just how much color variation there really is. So really great in colors. I'm really excited about the in colors this year. I hope you are too. I think they're lining up to be some of my favorites of all time. Here they are together. They look amazing together. So we have the ink pads, we have the markers, we're going to have the Stampin' Blends, there's going to be ribbon, and of course, beautiful embellishments. So none of those things are available yet. I got what I was able to get, but at least you have a little idea now of what's to come. Isn't that exciting? There. So that's what oh wait, I have one other little thing to share with you. So we have some Memory and More cards. These are called the Celebration Expressions, and look how cute these are. So we had projects that we were able to make with these at On Stage, but I didn't make my projects. I chatted and visited with friends instead. Isn't this cute? So I have to sit down. I took pictures so that I can sit down and make my projects, which will be super cute. Look at how cute. So stinking cute. You get a lot of these. So six of each. And look how cute those are. Look at the backs. I mean, hello. How fun are these? And then you have these cute little sheets, little balloons. Oh my gosh, look at the little balloon dog. I had not noticed that. So cute. Okay, so there's no little words in this set. Okay, so that's a variation from the past where there's no little, usually there's the little stickers in them. So that's a variation where these don't have those. But you can use the ephemera. So that's everything. So that's what I have to share with you from the upcoming May 2025 to April 2026 annual catalog that will be launching. If you live in the United States and you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. So please reach out to me. I'll be happy to send you a catalog. And if you want to get your hands on these items now, especially these yummy new colors, I highly recommend getting yourself a starter kit. There are no strings attached. For $99, you can pick any $125 of items that you want. And yes, you can get items out of this catalog, the pre-order items. It's limited. And you don't even pay shipping. You just pay tax on $99. And then you can shop with a discount any day and get products early, which is one of the best perks. So thanks so much for joining, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek, and stay tuned for more once that package ever makes its way to me from Raleigh. Oh my goodness, if I ever receive it, I'll jump on and share all the goodies that I received at On Stage and Craftermath, which was absolutely amazing. I had so much fun. I gave and received so many hugs, and it was just so fun to see everyone in person and spend the night with them creating. So thanks, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay dry. It's really rainy here, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.